yoga friends, I'm Sarah Mapes. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's practice has been themed around opening our heart chakra. Let's get started. I'm going to begin in Balasana, child's pose. Take your arms out long. Begin breathing. Taking even inhales and exhales. Take your arms over to your left, feeling a good stretch in your right side body. Then bring your arms over to your right side, feeling a good stretch in your left side body. Bring your arms back to center and come up onto all fours. Our hands are underneath our shoulders, our knees are about hip width apart and underneath our hips. If your knees need some extra padding, this is a great place to lay a blanket out underneath your knees. Let your breath lead your movement. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine. Coming back to a neutral back. Straighten all the way out onto your belly. Bringing your forearms in front of you. So now your elbows are underneath your shoulders for sphinx. Take a moment, lift your chest towards the sky. Breathing into it. Bring your left hand towards the center a little bit. Bend your right knee and take your right hand back behind you, taking hold of your foot, and then bringing your foot towards your torso. Grabbing it might be enough. That could feel really intense. If that's easy, then bring your foot in towards your torso. It's a really intense stretch. Lift your chest towards the sky. And then release your right foot, bring your right hand to center. Bend your left knee, taking hold of your foot and bringing it towards your torso. Lift your chest. Release your foot. Push yourself back into a child's pose, rounding out your spine. Coming forward onto all fours, tuck your toes under, lift your hips towards the sky, coming back into our first down dog of the practice. Our palms are pressing firmly into the mat. Index fingers are straight out in front of you. Your other fingers are spread wide. And then think about bringing your torso back towards your thighs. Look forward towards your hands. Step your feet forward to meet your hands. Take a moment to just hang. Maybe you take hold of opposite elbows. Maybe it feels better to leave your hands on the mat and sway from side to side. Let your head feel heavy. And then with a slight bend in your knee, inhale, lifting yourself up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Nice. From here, we're going to come up onto the balls of our feet. So find a spot to gaze at, find your drishti, and then inhale, lift your arms up. Lift your heels up off the ground. Seeing if you can find a stable, comfortable place in this posture. And then lower your heels down to the mat. Nice. Bend your knees. Lift your arms up. Find Utkatasana, or upward chair pose. Try and keep your knees pointing out over the middle of your feet. You don't want them to sink in. You want to keep them so they're coming out over the middle of your feet. You could also just have your feet together, but if it's more comfortable and you feel more stable having them apart, just make sure that your knees are coming out. Lift your chest. Look up towards the sky. One more breath. You got this. Come up to standing. Nice. Step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, place your hands down on the mat and step your feet back to down dog. We're going to work our way into wild thing, but there's an alternative. I'm going to show the alternative first. So bringing your knees down to the mat, and then taking your left knee in towards center and your right leg straight out behind you. Then lift your right arm up to the sky, lifting your chest, looking up. We're going to do wild thing together. So that's one variation. But coming back to our down dog, lift your right leg up to the sky and then bring it back behind you, off your mat. Then lifting yourself up into wild thing. This pose always makes me happy. I feel my heart lifting. And it's fun to get a really different view of my room. And then coming back around, lifting up to a three-legged dog. Bring your right foot forward. coming into a high lunge. If you took the other variation, you can join us in this lunge, or maybe you go for a low lunge, leaving your knee down on the mat. Either way is fine. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, lifting your chest. Try and keep your knee stacked over your ankle here. Back leg is straight if you're in a high lunge. Don't forget to breathe. And then open your arms out into a twist, twisting towards the right. Our back leg is still straight, unless you're in a low lunge and then it's bent. Take your pick. Coming back around to the front, placing your hands on the mat, step your right foot back to down dog. Then looking forward towards your hands, step your feet to the outsides of your hands, finding Balasana yogi squat. Maybe take yourself back and forth from side to side, pushing out on the insides of your legs with your elbows. And then coming up to standing, bringing your feet together. Nice. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming to a flat back. Exhale, place your hands down on the mat. Step your feet back to a downward facing dog. And from here, you can come down onto your knees and turn your right leg in towards center and take your left leg out and then lift yourself up into this variation. Or, from our down dog, lift your left leg up, coming into a three-leg dog, and bring your leg back around behind your body, lifting your chest for wild thing. And then coming back around, finding the three-leg dog. Bring your left foot forward to our high lunge. So everybody can join us in a lunge, whether it's a high lunge or a low lunge. And then lift yourself up to this position where our knee is stacked over our ankle. Back leg is straight if you're in high lunge. Our hips are coming forward. And then inhale and lift your arms up. Think about keeping your core strong, lifting your heart, but not thrusting your chest way out. Take a few breaths here. And then twist and open out to the left. Bringing both hands back down to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right in down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Looking forward towards your hands, step your feet to the outsides of your hands, finding Balasana, our yogi squat. And then placing your bottom down on the mat, take your feet out long in front of you. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Look forward towards your toes. Looking at your toes, thinking I'm going to lengthen my spine and work. When we look down towards our legs, we stop working. We just sort of fold and round over. But if we keep looking at our toes, then we work a little harder. We work on that lengthening, reaching, stretching. And then as you inhale, come back up to a sitting position. Take your right foot and place it flat on the mat. Bring your right hand behind you and then lift your left arm up, bringing the outside of your elbow to the outside of your right knee. And then twist towards the right. As you inhale, think about creating space, getting a little bit taller. And as you exhale, think about moving into the space that you just created. Twist a little bit further. Take a little counter twist. Straighten your right leg out. Bring your left foot in. Left hand comes behind. Bring your right arm up, hooking your elbow and twisting towards the left. Take a little counter twist. And then coming onto all fours. Walk your hands out in front of you. Coming into melting heart pose. Let your chest sink down towards the mat. Bring your forehead down to the mat. And then bring your left hand underneath your right arm. Bring your head down to the mat, threading the needle. Coming back through center, take your right arm underneath your left. Bringing your head down to the mat, threading the needle on the other side. And then coming back to center, we're going to come onto our backs. With your feet pressing firmly into the mat. Lift your hips, tucking your knees into your chest for bridge pose. You can interlace your fingers underneath your back if that feels good. Slowly, with control, lower down, one vertebrae at a time. And then stretch your legs out long, reaching your arms out overhead. Bringing your knees in, take them over to the left side, opening your arms out into a T in our supine twist. Take your gaze the opposite direction of your legs. Bringing your knees back through center, take them over to the other side. Switch your gaze. And then hug your knees into your chest, maybe rocking back and forth across your spine. For our Shavasana today, we're going to do a gentle heart opening. So I'm going to take my bolster, and lay it down with my chest coming over the top. My arms coming out to the sides. Close your eyes. Let your face soften and relax. While you lie here in this posture, take a moment to think of something that you're grateful for about yourself. Feel love for yourself. Think to yourself, I am loving. I am worthy of being loved. I am loving. I am worthy of being loved. Picture someone that you love in your life. Take a moment to feel gratitude for the things that this person does in your life. And send love out towards them. Now take a moment to picture someone that's hurt your feelings, someone that's done something unkind. And send love towards them. And then when you're ready, slowly bring your legs in and roll over on one side. Coming off of your bolster, gently make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And bring your hands to your heart. Let's take 3 releasing breaths. Inhale through your nose. Release out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Release. In through your nose. Release. Bring your hands together at heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you're feeling the love. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, let me know what you'd like to work on. I'd love to work it in. I'll see you again on the mat soon. Thanks. Bye.